I train 7 days a week, baby. 7 days a week, no days off, and I'm still progressing. And I'll tell you how you can do that. Still progress, not only going to the gym because it's mentally good for you, but also still see gains and still improve in your physical goals, all right? Training 7 days a week. Let me jump straight into it. So, number one, I gotta say that I've been doing that for over 4 or 5 years, and I've been training for over 13, 14 years. So I've been doing it for a long time. My body is used to that stress, and my body is used to working out. All right, I wouldn't recommend someone doing 7 days a week if you're just starting going to the gym. If you've been going to the gym for a year, maybe it's still a little bit too much, because working out is stress, and your body starts handling stress. The threshold of which you can absorb stress, let's say, increases. So over time, you'll be able to go 7 days a week without feeling overburnt, stressed out, overstressed, and overtaxing your nervous system. But there are rules to this. It's not just about going every single day, 7 days a week, and killing yourself at the gym, but rather there are rules to this. Let's jump straight into it. Number one. Rule number one. Let me take a sip of coffee first so I can wake up. I've been taking melatonin and I'm gonna stop it because melatonin, man, it knocks you down for the rest of the day. It's not the best thing. Yeah, it might help you sleep better, but then you wake up and you're still asleep. So no more melatonin. We don't need that. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. Number one would be I don't do a lot of I don't overstress my nervous system every single day. So exercises that will overstress your nervous system, the squat, the bench, the overhead press, the deadlifts, all right? When you're going super heavy or maybe going to failure on those exercises, because they recruit a lot of nerves to perform the exercise. Doing a barbell back squat, all your body is mobilized. So all your nerves are firing up for you to perform that lift, which means that going to failure on it or doing a very high volume or going very heavy, you're overstressing your nervous system because your nervous system is working so hard to keep those nerves mobilized that after a few sets you feel drained, right? How many people after doing a heavy set of squat, they feel a little bit maybe shaking or anxious, or the whole day they feel like, I don't know, they feel like they haven't slept, or they feel like you're super anxious or tired. It's because you're overstressing your nervous system. Doing it occasionally is good, but training that nervous system occasionally is good, but overstressing it and doing, let's say, a lot of high volume squat on one day, next day doing a lot of high volume bench, the next day just taking your workouts really to failure and leaving the gym drained and like giving it all every single day, that's not recommended if you want to train 7 days a week. All right, and that is why I program in some pump style workouts. So let's say today I did a leg workout, but it was mostly a pump style workout. To be honest, I did a lot of machines. I was going more for 20 reps and just getting blood flow in there. Yes, I was still training hard, and yes, I was still pushing, and yes, I was getting my sets close to failure, but I wasn't doing very like my previous squat day, my previous leg day, which was heavy barbell back squat, a lot of stiff leg deadlift, a lot of dumbbell stuff, which was a lot more stressful on the nervous system, all right? So today's workout would be considered more of a pump style workout. I'm still getting my muscles to failure, I'm still growing, and I'm still helping recovery because as I'm training, I'm getting blood in that muscle, all right? So instead of just staying home and resting, taking that day of doing nothing, no, I'm going to the gym, I'm getting blood in there, and with blood comes nutrients and oxygen. The waste, all right, the waste leaves the muscle, and good energy, let's say, good blood flow, oxygen, nutrients that you've been eating, all right, goes in that muscle, which also help your insulin sensitivity, but this is another point. So helps you recover. Okay, so this is step number one. Don't go balls out 7 days a week, but rather program in at least 2 workouts that it's a pump style workout. 5 workouts a week, you can go balls out and really go crazy, but 2 workouts a week, go 70 to 80%. Okay, so that is tip number one that I do. Number 2, if you want to keep training 7 days a week and keep progressing, you have no choice but to optimize sleep. Sleep has to be optimized, my friend. Sleep has to be optimized. There is no way around it. There's no way. You just can't be sleeping 5 hours a day if you want to train 7 days a week. 8 hours, make sure you're getting good quality sleep, good hygiene sleep. Make sure that you're going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time. I know it's boring, but that's just the reality of it. All right, so getting good deep sleep. Number 3, high carbs intake. Doing it on a low carb diet, you will feel drained very fast, because dieting and over dieting, and at the same time you're training 7 days a week, there's too much stress from both sides, from your diet and your training. If you want to train 7 days a week, you want to understand that maybe we're not at the time that we really want to cut down, because now going on an extreme diet, you will be overstressing your body, because an extreme diet is stressful on the body. All right, so keep those carbs relatively high and keep those calories relatively high. You don't want to cut down too much on calories. Okay, maybe what you can do is, let's say you have one pump style training, that's a day maybe we can go a little bit lower, but make sure that you are keeping at least 250, 300 grams of carbs a day, 300 grams, all right? At maintenance or a little bit of a surplus. Don't go too much in a deficit if you want to train constantly for 7 days a week. Moving on, program some high calorie days, refeed days. Very important. You're training 7 days a week, so that fuel in your body, that muscle glycogen, will go down pretty fast. So you want to make sure that maybe on Sunday, I used to do them on Sunday, every single Sunday, go crazy, man. Go crazy on that food, because you're fueling up for the whole week. If you don't do that and you don't plan those refeed days, you're just gonna feel like you're dragging it. You're dragging it. You have no energy. You have no power day after day after day. So program those very high calories and mostly very high carbs day. So it's really about the muscle glycogen, making sure we're getting that muscle glycogen fueled up every single week. Moving on, don't overdo cardio. Another thing to train 7 days a week is not overdoing cardio. I don't want you to overstress your body with cardio, but rather lift more weight. So maybe, let's say, a lot of people will do 5-6 workouts a week, but then do 2 very high intensity, an hour and a half cardio session. That's not what I want you to do, because in that case, you're still stressing a lot your body. I'd much rather you do lift more weight than doing crazy cardio. All right, so we're gonna drop that cardio when you're lifting 7 days a week, and we're gonna limit it to steps. Could be 10, 12,000 steps a day, but you don't want to really go overboard with that. And guess what? You're burning a lot more calories by lifting and building muscles and then increasing your metabolism that way. All right, so don't overdo the cardio and make sure that, but you're keeping your steps high and your steps up. Moving on. Don't train fasted. If you train fasted, you will stress your body a little bit more. So you don't want that. You don't want to be training fasted. You want to really be having a good solid meal, high carbs, and then hitting the gym. Okay, that's a very other important point. Moving on, optimize your supplementation. Creatine. A lot of guys don't even take creatine, or they skip on creatine. Guys, creatine back in the 90s was considered like a steroid. And then because it became a supplement and a lot of people have access to it, now people don't take it seriously. I was talking with my friend, I'm like, are you taking your creatine? Oh bro, I've been skipping for 4 days. Creatine must be like your first thing you think about when you wake up, all right? Take your creatine pre and post workout, and if you're training 7 days a week, bring that creatine up to 15, maybe 20 grams a day. Yes, it's gonna help you retain water in your muscles. Very important. And last point, drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water and keep your protein intake very high. Drink a lot of water, keep protein intake very high, keep salt very high. Yes, that's another important one. Keep that salt intake high. Salt's gonna help your nerve contract, your muscles contract. Salt's gonna hydrate your muscles super well. If you're training every single day, you'll sweat a lot. Get that salt in, my man. Get salt in. Don't fear salt. And if you watched till the end, comment down salt. Thank you guys for watching. 7 days a week. Let's go. If you're team 7 days a week, let me know in the comment. I know there's a lot of hate on this. I don't know why, man. I mean, I'm just telling you what I do. The crazy thing is that a lot of people ask me what I do. I share with them what I do, and then they're like, oh, this is BS. You're a clown on Instagram. Yeah, but you want to know what I do. I'm just sharing what I do. And then if you tell them, well, you know what, I train 4 days a week and I just do 4 sets per workout, and I just do 45-minute workouts of high intensity Mike Medzer with the science-based lift, everybody will like it. My followers went down from 52,000 to 46,000, maybe 45 now. Every time I post something that I really believe in, followers go down. It's just the reality, man. Just the reality. If you want to tell the truth and be yourself, you will be hated. But that's just what works for me. And I really believe that it can work for a lot of people. I share it with my clients, and some people that are open-minded and listen to me, they get good gains from it. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys soon. Ciao. Comment, subscribe. Let's go. 10,000 subscribers. Ciao.